It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 9th of September. I'm Michael Groff. Humidity levels are coming down. Rain chances are out of here. We are in what I call the post-monsoonal weather pattern with dry southwesterly flow aloft. Now, there will be a little bit of moisture pulled northward across the region late tomorrow and Thursday for some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms over eastern Arizona, but we don't anticipate anything here in the valley. Temperatures, while rather warm today, will be trending down by the end of the week, and there's a very good chance that we'll have at least a day or two where we don't even make 100 degrees, and those overnight lows, they're going to be downright gorgeous. So what about monsoon moisture? What about rain chances? Are there any signs of anything, any shenanigans out there on the horizon to talk about weather-wise? What about the tropics? There's still a lot to talk about, and we'll do that here in just a moment. Hey everyone, it's Michael Groff here to talk to you about your roof. With all the extreme weather we have in Arizona, you need a name you can trust, and that's why you should call Blackstone Roofing Group for all of your roofing needs. Call for your free inspection today. Big or small, they do it all. Tile, shingle, or flat roofing, they can help. Offering free inspections and more. Roofing made easy. Call 602-536-9363 or visit blackstoneroofing.com to schedule your free inspection today. And if you tell them Michael Groff sent you, they'll take $500 off the price of your roof replacement. Again, that's 602-536-9363 or blackstoneroofing.com. All right, let's get into it here. Taking a look at the Almanac from yesterday, 105 degrees was the afternoon high. 88 was the record warm morning low temperature. 103 and 81 are the averages for this time of year. 110 degrees. That's the record high going all the way back to last year. And taking a look outside right now, just after 12 noon, we've got sunny sky out there. 102 degrees at Sky Harbor. You can see the dew point is gradually coming back down now. Still at 58, relative humidity 23%. The winds are light, the barometer falling. Speaking of dew points, just to show you that drier air is coming in, check it out. Current dew points across the area. Generally in the 20s and 30s across much of Southern California, in the 40s for the Imperial Valley, still in the upper 50s and low 60s here over parts of southern Arizona. But again, that moisture has been mixing out. And as we go later into this afternoon, just like yesterday, we'll see dew points falling into the upper 40s and low 50s, and they'll continue to drop off. Now, there might be a little bit of a surge in moisture tomorrow and Thursday, but in our part of the state, it's really not going to have much of an impact, and I think dew points will still stay far below where they have been, so those humidity levels will continue to come down. Satellite picture, good. We've got this back after a couple of days with some technical issues here. Put this in motion and you can see what's going on here. We've got a trough, an area of low pressure that's sitting there right along or just over northern California, and that'll eventually continue to move east into the Great Basin. Now, dry southwesterly flow is in place here across Arizona. As that trough kind of digs down to the southeast, gets a little closer, we'll see more of a southerly flow over eastern Arizona, and that should bring some moisture northward for some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms over the higher terrain of the eastern part of our state tomorrow night and Thursday. The watch warning map is this is incredibly quiet. I mean, this is September the 9th. We usually see this popping off with all sorts of either severe weather, tropical weather, something going on, and it is quiet as a mouse. Yeah, you've got the tropical storm warnings for the waters surrounding the Hawaiian Islands, but Kiko is no threat to Hawaii. It's northeast of Hilo this morning, well to the northeast of there. And so nothing going on there. Some air quality alerts over parts of the Pacific Northwest with the wildfire situation going on there. But otherwise, it's quiet. Convective outlook fairly quiet as well. We do have a little slight risk of severe storms right around Garden City, Kansas. A very specific scattered slight risk in that tiny little zone there. The marginal risk from the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles northward. Eastern part of Arizona in the green. There might be a thunderstorm this afternoon, but I really kind of doubt it. Yeah, I guess there could be a couple that pop up over there, but that's going to be about it. Conditions will be very quiet statewide. Again, we're definitely moving into that post-monsoonal weather pattern. The tropics and the Atlantic Basin, you talk about quiet. It is dead out here in the Atlantic thanks to all that Saharan dust and dry air through much of the Atlantic, the Caribbean, even the Gulf. despite the higher sea surface temperatures, there's just nothing going on here. And there doesn't look like there's going to be anything for a while. Now, we have seen some indications on modeling that out beyond about 10 days, we could start to see some action out here. You'd think that there would be because, of course, this is almost the climatological peak of the hurricane season. And keep in mind, hurricane season is not over. It is not done. It runs through the end of November. So I would be shocked if we went the entirety of the next 2.5 months without any sort of tropical activity out here in the Atlantic, Caribbean, or Gulf. In the Pacific, we've got a wave off the Mexican coast. We've got Tropical Storm Kiko. That wave off the Mexican coast will turn west-northwest. And I know we've seen some model guidance that has some interesting things happening with that system over time and maybe interacting with our troughing along the west coast and moving up toward the southwest United States sometime way out toward 10 days. I'm not going to write that off, and we're obviously going to keep an eye on that. I don't anticipate that happening. Then let's talk about Kiko. This is a tropical storm. It's weakening. It's well to the northeast of the Big Island. It's going to pass north of the island chain. This is not a threat at all. Here it is on the satellite picture. None of its showers and thunderstorms are even close to the Hawaiian Islands, and the system is really becoming decoupled. The main convection from this is on the north side. It is completely disorganized and it's falling apart as it's over the cooler waters that surround the Hawaiian Islands right now. All right, the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, we could see maybe anywhere from a few hundredths all the way up to perhaps a quarter of an inch. Of course, your amount will vary anytime we show you this graphic. That's what we tell you because thunderstorms that pop up, they can do some interesting things. And in a localized spot, you can always pick up more than what's shown here. This represents an average of what you'll see. So let's get to the details of this forecast right now. To do that, we'll explore the models, see what's going on. Here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run. It's valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is the upper look at 500 millibars. That's about 18,000 feet off the ground. All right, we've got an area of low pressure that's just off the Northern California coast. And that is the more dominant feature that will be coming in here for the rest of the week. High pressure sits to the south and east of us, and we do have those upper heights that are still around 588 to 591 decameters or so. So what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day today, sunny and rather hot, I suppose, but nothing record-breaking by any means. Highs this afternoon about 102 to 106, and that's a few degrees above seasonal averages. The average high for today, 103 degrees. So yeah, we'll be a few degrees perhaps above where we ought to be. A couple of showers and storms maybe in the far eastern mountains, but other than that, it is quiet statewide. For tonight, clear sky, overnight lows mainly in the 70s to low 80s. With the lower humidity tonight, I think temperatures will come down. I don't expect us to stay in the upper 80s overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, here comes that trough. It's slowly coming on in. Yeah, some scattered showers across parts of the Great Basin and up into the northwest. And with more of a southerly flow developing on the east side of this, there could be a few showers and storms over the eastern third of Arizona, mainly over the White Mountains, perhaps as far west as Gila County, maybe southeastern parts of Arizona, maybe down toward Tucson. An isolated storm can't be ruled out there. But for us, we should stay dry. High temperatures will be around 100 to 104 degrees. As that system continues to progress eastward, we'll see slightly cooler air coming in here. Still, some widely scattered showers and storms over eastern and southeast Arizona on Thursday. And again, maybe getting as close as parts of central and eastern Pinal County, maybe touching far eastern Maricopa, Gila counties. But even at that, I would say unlikely. Just a very small chance of storms. Slightly better chances further to the east and southeast of there. We're quiet around here. Some light breezes at times for northern Arizona. High temperatures on Thursday, right around 100, maybe not even making it to 100. I'd say anywhere from about 95 to 99. Same story on Friday. Highs 94 to 98. Sky sunny, air dry. Saturday, I'm telling you, the humidity is down. Temperatures are a little bit below average. Highs mid to upper 90s. Those overnight lows, by the way, during this time, gorgeous. I mean, we're going to be down in the 60s in many spots, especially away from the urban core. But even downtown, even that urban core area should be maybe low, possibly middle 70s at the warmest. So it's going to start to feel a lot nicer. And even after the sun goes down with the drier air now, it won't take long to feel fairly pleasant even in the evening hours. And that becomes more and more commonplace as we go deeper into September and toward October. Even a warm day doesn't take long once that sun goes down to start feeling pretty nice. Here's Sunday. Highs 97 to 101, more or less the same thing on Monday. Upper 90s to about 101 degrees. Overnight lows, mid 60s to mid 70s. Not bad. And no sign of any major heat waves. We go out to a week from today. This is Tuesday the 16th. And again, it's pretty much the same story. We could see some baggy troughing north of us, but a broad ridge across western Canada and maybe a ridge building to the south of us. But you'll notice those upper heights are staying within about the 585 to 589 range here. So it's not going to get overly hot. High temperatures, upper 90s to about 102. Same thing Wednesday, the 17th, and Thursday, the 18th. Now, previous runs of the GFS and the European were showing a tropical cyclone down there off the Baja coming up the west coast of Mexico. We'd seen all sorts of solutions about some shenanigans and chaos. Even on the 06Z GFS, we were seeing a little bit of that. We don't see that now. And that'll probably come and go with other runs, but I don't think we're going to see anything like that. Now, could we? Of course we could. That can always happen here in September and October, but right now there's no obvious signs of that. There are a few of our ensemble members that show that. In fact, we'll illustrate that now. This is Rainfall for Phoenix. This goes out through the 23rd of the month. It's off the GFS ensemble. And the mean is about 0.2 of an inch. European ensemble is just a shade over 1/4 of an inch. Where you'll see it most here is on the European AI ensemble. The model spread is huge. I mean, really huge. You got a couple of members that show almost nothing. You've got others that are up toward 5 inches of rain. The ensemble mean here is about 0.8 of an inch of rain. While I have praised the European AI and its ensemble for quite a while, this, I think, is probably not really accurate. I don't think we're going to see 0.8 of an inch of rain over the next couple of weeks. But we'll keep an eye on things. That's why we show you all this stuff, just so you are armed with the information. Temperatures off the national blend of models. Hey, we're going to trend down a little bit. High temperatures getting more reasonable later this week. Again, there's a good chance that we have at least a day, maybe 2 or so, that we don't see a high temperature reaching 100 degrees, thanks to that slightly cooler and drier air in here. Overnight lows, again, what you're looking at here, this is Sky Harbor, mid-70s, but many spots will get down into the mid and upper 60s. It should be fantastic in those early morning hours. You want to get out, take a walk, take advantage of it, walk the dog. Topaz is going to love it. She's going to be loving this cooler weather. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you're really enjoying what we do here, you want to support the channel, the best way to do that, click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make that contribution to us that way, or via PayPal. GroffShow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's GROFF show@gmail.com for PayPal. Our Venmo is also linked up down in the description. So, yeah, help us out. Support the channel. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my OAO, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. Talking about my Michelle, check her out. Blogs, videos, everything Michelle related, Adriana related, Kylie related. It's all linked up down in the description. So give that a look as well. Our streaming station, it's available 24/7, 365. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun with that. So give that a listen. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, you know what else. We're talking about Dan over at the Courtroom Files. Check him out as well. His channel is there for you. It is a wealth, a smorgasbord, a cornucopia of just stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of things to look at over there. law tube related. And I want you to go there. The Courtroom Files on YouTube, courtroomfiles.com for all your Courtroom Files merch. And Dan's a personal friend, a friend of the channel, a big supporter of ours, so you support him. It's the law. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. It's amazing, and it's so greatly appreciated. Please be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Tuesday.